Cleveland Browns news, du Division 7, everything ends badly. Just ask Jim Schwartz in the Inish Atashi movie Cocktail. Tom Cruise's character remarks that everything ends badly, otherwise it won't end. That sentiment was on display Friday when the news came out that Jim Schwartz was resigning as defensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns. It may have been inevitable, but there was still hope that Schwartz would be professional about being passed over as head coach of the Browns in favor of Todd Monken, and see the wisdom in fulfilling his contract with the team while also getting to coach full defensive player of the year Myles Garrett, full defensive rookie of the year Carson Schwesinger, and the rest of a talent Cleveland defense. Instead, Schwartz took his defensive playbook and went home. It is disappointing, no doubt about that, and the Browns would be better with Schwartz running the defense than not. But General Manager Andrew Berry correctly read the room in a way that Schwartz could not, so that no other full team was willing to make Schwartz their head coach, and concluded there was no reason the Browns had to be the ones to make that mistake. So Schwartz is off to do whatever comes next. Monken gets to work on finding a defensive coordinator, and life moves on in Brownstown. It is the penultimate day before the final game of the full season. So let's getting rolling with the latest news about the Browns and then full in today's edition of the Saturday Deb Chow, Browns to Jim Schwartz footer update. Final decision made for Todd Monken's staff, Jared Naylor. The Cleveland Browns have an answer from Jim Schwartz just days before the Super Bowl. 5 defensive coordinator options after Jim Schwartz's departure, Jared Naylor. Here are 5 candidates for head coach Todd Monken to consider for Cleveland's vacant defensive coordinator position. Full honors provide scenes of hope for Browns, Barry Scook. Several awards were assigned and came through for the Cleveland Browns, with a bright future possible. Where do you blame for Jim Schwartz's departure? The feed, let us know where the blame should fall. The Browns creates now Hall of Fame eligible class of 2017 has some big name candidates. Jared Naylor, who could join Cleveland Browns legend Joe Thomas in the Hall of Fame? Do new candidates are eligible? Browns ownership. Charles Woodson backs out for another life goal. Jared Naylor, officially announced and still on the Cleveland Browns website. Charles Woodson backed out of ownership deal. Cleveland Browns passed over to coach Jim Schwartz leaving as Browns Dick Espen. Jim Schwartz has resigned as Cleveland Browns defensive coordinator, the team announced Friday after he missed out on his bid to be the head coach. Browns legend Bernie Kosar, feeling immensely better after transplant. Beacon Journal. Browns legend Bernie Kosar shook hands, posed for photographs, chatted with reporters and stood on stage as he addressed the crowd on Feb 5 during the Greater Cleveland Sports Awards at Rocket Arena. Browns struck gold with Carson Schwesinger. Now they must do it again, Cleveland. Come, almost a year later, Browns can Andrew Berry can admit how unlikely of a scenario it was. Jim Schwartz is all well even if it doesn't end well. Terry Pluto, I'm not happy about Jim Schwartz leaving as the Browns defensive coordinator. But I'm also happy he resigned. How is that for a contradiction? Sonny Jurgensen, one of Washington's greatest football players, days at Akanbi, Washington Post, and a Hall of Fame carrier, the Redskins quarterback was known as one of the NFL's best pure passers. He later spent years as a broadcaster. He has a plan already. Bijan Robinson signs off on Kevin Stefanski here, Atlanta Falcons. Come, for the first time since Kevin Stefanski was hired as the Atlanta Falcons head coach, a current player has spoken publicly about the organization's decision. Following his appearance at the Pro Bowl games, running back Bijan Robinson made the rounds on Super Bowl Radio Row Thursday morning. During full draft rankings, Jordan Reed's top 50 prospects, Espen. The during full draft is fast approaching, as the first round begins on April 10 in Pittsburgh. Now that the quarter college football season has concluded and prospects have participated in the Senior Bowl and the Shrine Bowl, it's time to update my list of the top 50 prospects. Deion Sanders on coaching in the NFL. Ain't no way in the world. The Athletic. University of Colorado head coach Deion Sanders didn't mince words when asked on Espen's first take if there was anything that would get him to jump from coaching in the college ranks to the NFL. Everything ends badly. Just ask Jim Schwartz. Tom Cruise said it first in Cocktail, but Cleveland Browns fans have lived it long enough to know it by heart. If it's good, it won't last. If it's stable, don't get comfortable. And if it feels like the Browns finally found a defensive coordinator who could turn chaos into clarity, well, could the ending